Hello everyone and welcome to the third week in review video. I hope you're all having a dapper day so far. Now this video will be going up a little later than usual I'm afraid, but hopefully you didn't miss it too much. Now to start things off, last week we saw the beginning of a new First Taste miniseries covering the open world robot construction game Terratec. I'm starting to notice a pattern in the sort of games I play. This game has a fairly simple, rather colourful appearance, but that belies a wealth of strategy. In the series so far, we've managed to make planetfall, construct a relatively simple and admittedly messy base, and are swiftly building up our robot's capabilities by scavenging parts from other techs we've encountered in the field. In the following episodes, we'll be working on our ability to gather raw resources and fabricate our own components, so we're not so reliant on scavenging components from slain enemies. But we'll also probably be looking to bring the First Taste to a close, as we'll have explored the early game and dipped our toes into the waters of the mid-game technologies and nuances just a little bit. Though this one is a game I could happily see moved to a regular slot on the channel, provided there's enough interest in seeing more of it, of course. Additionally, last week also saw the first episodes of the Reassembly 8000 Power Tournament, starting with a short video lineup and briefly going over the rules. We've now moved on to the fight proper. So far, Groups A and B have had their battles, each group comprised of 7 of the entrants, and we've seen a lot of fantastically designed ships. Not simply functional, but beautiful to look at as well. And in the following episodes, we're going to be continuing with the group battles all the way up to the final battle, which will of course be the 8th battle. Each group comprised of 7 members. One winner from each group goes into an 8th and final battle to crown the overall champion of the tournament. Moving on from First Tastes and Tournaments though, we've had a continuation of our Factorial Math series, where we'd been rejoined by Bentham after his trials amongst the biters. Bob's Mod continues to delight and confound us, adding an enormous amount of new content while increasing the complexity of old recipes significantly. I've been spending much of my time shoring up the defenses and ensuring that the staggering amount of pollution generated by our growing factory fortress does not summon doom down upon our heads, and in this endeavour I have become well acquainted with the terrifying power of the sniper gun. I'm kind of caught halfway between awe and horror when I think of how many biters we've slain, or more to the point, how easily we've done it. And talking about slaying things that bite, my Terraria Co-op series continues to gather momentum as Metasapia and I grow both in skill and confidence in our abilities. Some of it even warranted, as we demonstrate in our battle with the Brain of Cthulhu, finally exacting revenge for the uncounted deaths that it inflicted on us in our previous battle. Though not every fight went strictly to plan, it's clear, for example, that we have a ways to go yet before we are ready to take on the dungeon. In the following episodes, you can look forward to an encounter with the Queen Bee and perhaps more jungle spelunking before we consider trying our luck with Skeletron once again. And last but no means least, in the 3rd season of From the Depths, our campaign against the Deepwater Guard nears its conclusion. With 2 fleets now roaming the waters, we've been able to push the DWG back to their HQ, and seeing no immediate threat, have begun construction on the outpost that will eventually replace their headquarters once we've defeated them completely. And true to tradition, what started as a small upgrade to the Elpis resource gathering outpost has rapidly grown beyond all expectations. Both in expense and sheer size, this outpost may very well see us through the beginning of the next campaign as we select a new faction to fight against. But with that comes to a close this Week in Review episode. I hope you've enjoyed it and are enjoying all of my series. And I would like to take this opportunity to thank everyone for the huge amount of support I've received both for these videos and my Let's Plays as a whole. The comments and likes are enormously encouraging. But all good things have to come to a close, so until next time, and as always, do take care.